What's up, folks? This is Omar Hosea, the real, coming back at you one more time and again. Good day to you. Happy Sabbath. I said I ain't doing too well. It's like I ain't feeling too well, whatever. But kind of, I'm still practicing the Sabbath. And me personally, I've really never said I had that thing locked down, and I don't force that to say everybody have to have that locked down right now because it's a practice until the Most High deems it being perfected. Because right now we're just being, the children of the Most High are being rounded up, and we're being made to practice these things and making an attempt to see how much we really care about them. I myself, I judge myself hard, and so that's why sometimes I make these, see my tongue, sometimes, this is why I make these videos, because I'm practicing. If I'm practicing and you guys are practicing, excuse me, I just woke up. It was on my spirit to just get this out, because I had some information to share for the past whole day, and it might have been, somebody might have missed a blessing, and I apologize. So every time I get a revelation, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it, because I've been doubting, and I admit that I've been doubting all my revelations, and not doubting my revelations, but doubting the fact that there's anybody out there listening. I mean, do anybody really think that I have nothing else in this world to do than to talk on the phone and look and act like I want to be praised, and act like I want to be glorified, and act like, and really, I don't, man. I'm not trying to prove anything to anybody or say that I'm this or that. Let the words coming out of my mouth dictate who I am and what it is coming out of my mouth. Judge the words and judge the contents of what they do and what they produce, because they're not my words. I'm just revealing to you what's been revealed to me. I'm reciting to you what's been recited to me. I'm doing what's been showed to me to practice and do, and what's been told to me. So it goes as follows. Checking out this word called posse comitatus. But what was really funny about certain things, right? Like Constantine started Christianity, that was 1312 AD. Muhammad died in 632 AD at the age of 62. When you do the mathematics, and then you hear the Quran, when the Quran say, do not forget Moses, do not forget Abraham. And so, obviously, Christianity and Constantine had perversed the true word of God. And the Jews perversed the true traditions, not traditions, but culture of the Most High. And so he came to recite, because, I'm like, okay. But here, at the same thing that what Constantine's people did to create Christianity, that after Muhammad, may he rest in peace, thank you, bro, that his friends did the exact same thing that Constantine did. And Constantine did exactly what Alexander the Great did. So when you do the mathematics, Muhammad's friends, Constantine, and his friends did the exact same thing that the Hellenists did. Alexander the Great, his people did. And they covered the faces, they covered the knowledge of the true children of the Most High. Because Alexander the Great ruled the whole world after Nimrod and other kings. Not pharaohs, but the other kings. That's why Egypt has always been subject. Because Pharaoh is not a king. Pharaoh is a dignitary meaning God of the dead. Check out the book of Jasher. It tells you how the word Pharaoh even was born. The book of Jasher tells you the man who created the book of the dead, called Rakuhu, something like that. So it leads me to this story here. Helen of Troy comes from Greece. They're called Hellenists. And you look at the books of Apocryphos, there's a book called Maccabees, and there's 5 books. And they tell the story that's been omitted out of the Bible about this war with a guy named Holofernes. Google Holofernes, Hollofrones, or Franes, Franes, or Holofernes. And this guy went to war against the children of Israel. And it was one of the books, I believe it's the book of Ruth. Ruth was there. And Mordecai, I believe, was there too. But anyway, it was about an old lady who had cut the head off of Holofernes and made the Hellenist, quote-unquote, Jews flee because they tried to starve our people. But it goes as such. Helen of Troy didn't want a rivalry about her kingship, about her queenship, because she took down two armies. And there's a movie called Battle of Troy. That'll tell you the story about it. And so she didn't want a rivalry over she didn't want our female sisters of the Hebrew descent overshadow her power. And so what she did is she took the face of Mary Magdalene. And so this we get this white face, this Hellenist face. Then you look at the Russians and the other pale-skinned ones. The name was Borgias, and he took on the face of Yeshua. So when you do the mathematics, you go Mary took Mary and Helen, Yeshua and Borgias. So you get Mary, Yeshua is the true children of the Most High, but the pale faces is Helen and Borgias, which is false. Now Borgias was created in the time of Pope Alexander. See what I'm saying? And Borgias had a relationship with the Romans and the Greeks and all the pale-skinned races to help falsify these doctrines. And so you got Mary, Helen, and so you look at the whole thing. You get Helen, the Alexander, the Greek of King Alexander. And so when you really do this, when you really look at the history of the Greeks, you'll understand how you get these pale-skinned deities. You get Pompeii in Egypt. You get such and such in the Byzantine era. And you have to understand that Rome had a Eastern kingdom as well as a Western kingdom. And so through this Eastern kingdom is where Islam was born. And so where Islam was tainted, like the Hebrew culture was tainted. Think about it. Helen of Troy has the face of Mary, and Borgias, he took on the face of Yeshua. Why they do that? Why they put their faces on our faces, on our people? Why they put their faces on our leaders? All the leaders are talking about us. They just change the faces and the names and all that. So until next time, folks. See my screen shaking because I'm shaking this and I'm telling you this. And I apologize for the delay of this video. And as you can see, I have the face of Satan right there with the split tongue. You know? Now here's the mathematics of this thing. How we got it together. How it was given to us. You know? Till next time, America. Omar Hosea. Peace.